Afterlife is a really interesting song.
It's just a really adventurous song, probably one of the longer tracks on this record.
We were all frantically writing, trying to come up with the best stuff, and Jimmy was actually kind of AWOL for a little while, and we were really trying to get him to come in and write and stuff.
Just a spoonful of Jimmy helps the whole world down.
He came one day and said, I have a song for you guys. Little did we know he had this full song that he'd been, hoarded away in his house writing, and we heard it and we just flipped out. He just really stepped up to the plate, and typical the Rev fashion, the chorus is extremely catchy. It has a pop element, but in a more like somber tone. Lyric-wise, it's really a cool concept because you can apply it to, your own life and relationships and stuff, but that's not what it's intended for. The actual storyline is about a person that finds themselves in the afterlife and they realize they have too much stuff left on Earth to do, and to go back and make it right, they have to escape from their afterlife so they can go back and make amends with the people they love and care about.
Imagine if there is a heaven and you're a crappy person in real life and you show up and all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, I was a crappy person. That's kind of the hell of dying too early, and it's kind of just saying, be a better person now. I have family and friends and I don't want to make the same mistake again. And in this instance, it looks like the person's going to get a second shot. And all of a sudden these laughs come from everywhere. The Rev did those. Can you try to track them more like defined laughs, like that are not so distorted? He just went in there and started laughing. He was laughing so hard, and nothing was funny. He was just laughing, and I was laughing my ass off in the control room just because it just seemed so funny to me that he was doing laugh tracks over and over and over.
Awesome.
Dude, you're a fucking genius, dude.
To throw that in this song is the fucking best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
During the demoing of the song, we had strings on the keyboard that we were playing, and we eventually got to have Mark Mann come in.
One of the great things about Avenged Sevenfold, the guys, is that they're brave enough to try new things. They're also confident enough to know that their songs and their musicianship are just so great that they allow someone to come in and arrange things or add things, and that's a great honor. I mean, it's trust.
And that was really cool to work with him. He came in and did all the string parts that we wanted to have an intro and then slam into our traditional Avenged Sevenfold duels.
Sin's solo's out of control.
We had the string players, and we were playing through the song, and then it comes to the guitar solo, and Brian's guitar solo is just blistering. And Miles, the bass player, was just listening on his headphones, and he just had to turn around and look at the control room, and just with the biggest grin. And when that take was done, he just came out with, "My God, that's the greatest guitar solo I think I've ever heard."
The solo in Afterlife was definitely a trek. It wasn't really written before the studio. I try and get as many solos written before I get in the studio as possible. It creates a better vibe that way, and from what I gathered, the Rev wanted something ridiculously crazy.
On Afterlife, all the guitar work that Finn does on the album is just mind-boggling,
He has the force, and it's a good look for you, too.
Fuck! Let's do it again.
Do it again?
No, it sucked. Just listen to it. And even though it doesn't necessarily fit the song, it's I think its finest. It's definitely the most shredding solo on the album. It's ridiculous. It was fun to definitely push the boundaries. I've done stuff that I never thought I could ever play. It's definitely a great feat as far as I'm concerned.
That's just one of 11 examples of amazing fucking guitar solos.
That's how that song came about, and we're really proud of it. I think the Rev did an amazing job, and he really came up big on that song, and hell yeah. Hello?
Scream when dead.
Fred's fucking with us.
Fred needs a refresher course. Let's go back to Full Sail.
Oh, Fred didn't like that.
All right. Got a little more run up?
Got it now.